I realize you're interviewing me, but I want to know what you
want.
Yeah,
well, this is just a conversation, right? We're learning about each other. And which, by the way, I think that's the future of everything, is people just learning about each other. Because you're right and I'm right. And when we both agree that we're both right to the point that we're right subjectively, we can actually be more right together. So where I want to be is live in a world where that's common sense.
Okay, slow down.
Right? So I'm excited.
I love that. It's so freaking vague.
Well, it's very, it's a little abstract. Let's get a little more specific.
So here it comes again.
Yeah.
Napoleon Hill theories, The Secret, and by the way, the Bible itself all say the same thing. Tell me what you want, and you can have it.
Yeah.
So until you know what you want, you're not going to have it. So this is what people do, right? What do? They go, I want to be rich. Well, what the hell is rich to you? I don't know. I want to be able to give money to people and do different things and drive a nice car. What car? Who do you want to give the money to, and how much money do you want? What do you consider rich? That's the difference.
I agree. And I would say even farther than that, denser than that, on a deeper level of abstraction, that because who you are will keep it, because it doesn't exist but in the manifestation of your mind and your word thought matrix and your habituation and the culture that you create, which is intrinsic first and extrinsic when you open your mouth. If you want to keep it, you have to be it before the it, meaning deeper. What drives that stuff, matter, because energy and matter are the same thing in different forms, but energy becomes matter. It's the imagination. It's like your purpose, your meaning is going to come from a vision of something, a vision to a solution of a problem of something. And until you visualize, well, what problem do you want to solve? You're not going to be able to you're not going to have the opportunity to get good enough at solving the problem to be able to do it from a courageous, abundant, loving way. And to be the most authentic as a human, as an organism, is to be a teacher. And you can't be prideful or desiring of things about you, if you're going to be the best teacher ever. And I'd argue that biologically we're selfishly selfless organisms.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, then let's talk about it.
No, I don't really have any knowledge to talk about it, but I look at the world today.
Yeah. And let's talk about the world today.
Most people are evil.
And so let's look at that.
But as a group, they're evil.
Oh.
So maybe what you're saying is true. As individuals, we're all selfless. But
selfishly selfless. However, you can't turn the selfless on if you are not operating at what I would deem is human, meaning if you don't think. If you don't think, and now thinking is the effect of a causality, of many causalities, like conversating and being open to the conversation. Thinking is a causality of reading. Thinking is a causality of taking action and experimenting. Thinking is a causality of being curious and open, right? What
philosophy people do you?
Oh boy, lots of disciplines.
I'm pretty impressed by the big words you're using.
It's funny. I was on Brad Lee's podcast and he dropped the bomb.
It's funny that I said that, but I really mean it.
Thank you. I mean, it's just my vernacular, my prose can come across bombastic.
I mean, I'm still working on 4-letter words,
There's
5 sometimes.
What do I read? You asked me about earlier. You asked me what I want to be, like what I want to be or where I want to be.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Read every day, write every day, and speak every day. That makes me happy.
That's it. That's the only answer.
And now they say, well, what do you want to change? It's very simple. To just go deeper and wider with that. So it saved my life.
Why are you doing these interviews?
Development, personal development. It started with personal development because, number one, it's made me more patient. It's made me a better listener.
The interviews, really?
Because I genuinely want to be present here, and we're having a very engaging conversation. You've asked me questions, especially in the beginning of interviews, and I would say this is more of a conversation than just an interview.
Sure.
But I've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of interviews now, and to be an interviewer, you must genuinely want to listen. And my habituation my whole life was to not listen. It was to talk. Mm-hmm. So the interviewing started, help me listen and be present with people and grow. And it's interesting because through that personal development, it did add significance to my life from business, but first intrinsically as a person. And thanks for asking the question. I mean, no one's ever asked me that really. But it's made me and before that, with doing the videos was really about me also developing. Everything that I've ever focused on has always been how can I personally develop as a human. So, and you've asked, and then that's why people don't really understand that concept because it has nothing to do with matter. It's all to do with energy. And that's why I went from people think I'm crazy to working with some of the biggest names in the world actually right now in the personal development field. And I have something to say.
Crazy.
Wacko. Who do I read? I studied 77 disciplines, right? And so a major is one discipline, a minor is two. I've studied everything from physics to mathematics, not like calculus, anything as of yet, because to early developmental psychology, to philosophy, to axiomology, semiotics.
So what
I can go forever. Well, we're educating a lot of people.
Well, that's cool too. So when you're educating people, so do you have classes? Do you have courses?
Oh yeah. We just
I know.
We never even got to know each other like that.
I don't know that much about you.
Yeah, well, so it's
I'm just
crazy.
pretty impressed seeing some of the stuff that you're doing.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.